I'm going to make a vegetable salad, which I think you're going to really love because it's not lettuce. It's just great vegetables. And I'm going to get you started on the dressing because this is a pretty classic ratio of dressing. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar and 2/3 of a cup of olive oil. There's different kinds of ratios depending on whether you like it acidic or less acidic.
So this is a little more...
more acidic.
A little more acidic.
Which is fine because we have these hearty vegetables. I have a whole seedless cucumber, and I'm just going to peel it with striping it a little bit. I washed it really, really well, and I like the way it looks, the striping. It just is pretty, and that's a big thing I think about vegetables. Now, if I were to guess what your favorite vegetable is, or at least one of them, and I were going to go by what I remember when you were a little guy, it would be cucumber.
Just because you forced cucumber and carrots down our throats because you wouldn't give us real treats doesn't mean it's one of my favorite vegetables.
That's not true. You like cucumbers. Okay. Do you like cucumbers or not?
I do love cucumbers. And living on my own, it's like another cheap thing you can get that like can stay in your fridge for more than 2 days, unlike lettuce, and you can just eat it.
Well, since you love the cucumbers, look what I'm doing here. I'm using a spoon, and I'm getting the seeds out. This is a nice little technique.
One thing I love about cucumbers is the smell is like really fresh.
It's true.
So this is as simple as...
Well, you're going to shake it up in a second. You need a little bit of salt.
Okay.
You know, about a half teaspoon at least, and a pinch of sugar.
So a little pinch.
Yeah, the sugar evens out the acidity, and it makes it, you know, especially with this salad, I want just a little bit of edge. I like the salt, I like the sour.
No pepper?
Yes, definitely pepper. You can grab some from over there. While I quickly just chop the cucumbers. And this is a variation on a salad you'll see in a lot of different parts of the world, like Israeli salad. Sometimes it's called a little bit of a Greek salad. And the thing I love about where this salad is ultimately going is that it's going to have some bread in it. The Italians call it panzanella, and that's not what we're making right now. We're trying to complement our chicken, really. So did you shake it really well?
Yes.
And did you taste it?
I'm about to.
Because that's super important, and see what you think. Do you want more acidity? Do you want less? Do you want some more salt? It's all about that ratio. What do you think?
I like it.
We have some feta cheese going into this salad, which is a little salty, a little creamy. It's going to bring it for you.
Okay.
So would you mind, I need either the onion or the tomato cut up. Well, I go ahead and...
Cut in which way?
Well, the onion I'm just cutting in slices, thin slices.
So a whole slice.
Yeah, because think of it, you don't want big chunks of onion flavor, but you want to have, you want it to have like a very thin slice. So with the pepper, I'm just slicing it lengthwise like this, and then once it's completely sliced lengthwise, I'll just cut it in half again, and I'll just keep on going here. Next will be tomato. Tomato's important for this salad, and that's it. And I love salads also that don't have lettuce. I mean, I have to say that salad ideas are something that everyone is always talking to me about. Things that are fresh, a little bit different, but not complicated, and not, more importantly, not ingredients that are super hard to find. So far, this is pretty simple. Cucumber, tomato, red pepper, red onion. So I'm going to just take some of this dressing and get it in here while he's finishing up the onions. You don't have to put it all in there. Just think of, again, the ratio of the salad.
Do you want me to break it up at all? Or?
Yeah, I'd love those little rings. We have a wonderful vegetable salad that Calder and I started making with tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and onions, and we made a dressing. But I'm going to stretch it with 4 cups of bread that have been dried. I dried them overnight.
So you cut them, you cube them like you'd be making croutons, but
That's
then
right.
instead you just let them dry.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are you wondering why?
Yes, I am wondering why. Why would you do such a thing?
I could use fresh bread, but just like skin, when it dries out, it sucks up the moisture. So we want all the liquids to go and be sucked up by the bread, so it's yummy.
We already put some dressing in there?
Yeah, there's dressing in there, but I'd like you to toss it around first.
Okay.
And then put more dressing in it.
Okay.
And it'll be ready. Generally, I like this to sit for a little bit, like 10 or 15 minutes before we eat it. So Calder, we need a little bit more dressing on there just because of the bread. And then we have feta cheese, one of my favorite cheeses. It's a little bit salty and crumbly, and we'll crumble that over top, and our salad will be all done.
All of it?
Not all of it. Just use your judgment. What do you think about the salad? Looks like you're giving yourself a good
Oh, the bread is
there.
so good with the sauce in there.
You know what? I'm going to be generous here and give you a wing.